My quarter horse hadn't shown interest in a single animal on my farm in 6 years. Then a 3-day-old goat nobody expected to survive showed up, and that horse didn't sleep for 2 weeks straight. Ranger was the kind of horse that minded his own business completely. 6 years on my Tennessee farm, and he had never once shown particular interest in the goats or the cattle or the barn cats or anything else that shared the property with him. He grazed, he worked, he rested. Quiet and consistent and completely self-contained in the way that some horses just naturally are. I respected that about him, honestly. Then, in early March, my oldest Nubian doe delivered triplets and immediately rejected the smallest one. This happens sometimes, and it is never easy to watch. The little doeling was maybe 3 pounds, born 4 weeks early, and the rescue feeding schedule was every 2 hours around the clock. I set her up in a corner stall with a heat lamp and started the bottle routine. On the second night, I fell asleep between the midnight and 2 a.m. feeding and woke up 40 minutes late in a complete panic. I ran to the barn expecting the worst. Ranger had somehow pushed his stall door open and was standing over that goat kid with his nose inches from her body. She was warm, she was breathing. She was making the small, comfortable sounds that baby goats make when they feel completely safe. I checked the heat lamp and it had actually flickered off sometime during those 40 minutes, which in March in Tennessee on a cold night could have been genuinely dangerous for something that small and that fragile. Ranger had been standing over her the entire time. I stood in that barn doorway for a long moment just watching them. Over the following 2 weeks, Ranger stopped sleeping through the night entirely. Every time I came in for a feeding, he was already awake and positioned near her stall. If she cried between feedings, I would hear him moving before I even got out of bed. The barn cats had ignored her completely. The other goats wanted nothing to do with her. My 6-year-old self-sufficient horse, who had never shown interest in anything beyond his own paddock, had appointed himself her night watch without anyone asking him to. She survived, grew strong. By week 3, she was bouncing around the barn with the energy that only baby goats possess, and Ranger would watch her with what I can only describe as quiet satisfaction. She follows him everywhere now. She sleeps pressed against the fence of his paddock every single night, even though she has a perfectly warm stall available. She is 8 months old and has never once spent a night anywhere else. Ranger still minds his own business with every other animal on this farm, just not with her. I think he decided that night she was the one exception worth making.